Happy Days was more than just a beloved sitcom. It was a cultural sensation that captivated America for 11 unforgettable seasons. From January 15, 1974, to September 24, 1984, this show became the heart of family entertainment, giving rise to other classics like Laverne and Shirley and Mork and Mindy. Yet, beneath all the laughter and timeless catchphrases, was everything as happy as it appeared? What became of the cast when the cameras stopped rolling? The twists and turns of their careers, unexpected tragedies, and hidden scandals all tell a much deeper story. Arthur Fonzarelli, or the Fonz, may have ruled the screen as the ultimate symbol of cool. But what was his life really like off-camera? Stay with us as we explore the untold stories of these iconic stars, who found success, who faded away, and who endured heartbreaking challenges. Ron Howard, from Happy Days sweetheart to Hollywood icon, but at what cost? Ron Howard wasn't just Richie Cunningham, he was America's all-American boy on Happy Days, 1974 to 1984. With his endearing smile and wholesome charm, Richie embodied everything viewers loved: loyalty, innocence, and optimism. But in 1980, when Howard made the surprising decision to leave the show, fans were stunned. Was this the bold move of a rising star ready to conquer Hollywood, or would it mark the beginning of his downfall? Howard's directorial debut, Grand Theft Auto, 1977, was seen by many as a risky move, a vanity project from an actor looking for more. But against the odds, he went on to craft massive hits like Splash, 1984, and Apollo 13, 1995, even winning Oscars for A Beautiful Mind, 2001. Yet with success came whispers. Did Howard trade his close bond with his Happy Days castmates for ambition? Behind the scenes, tension simmered, especially as Henry Winkler's Fonzie became the face of the show. Howard himself revealed feeling undervalued by executives, raising questions about whether his exit was driven by frustration more than creativity. Now in his late 60s, Howard leads a quiet life with his wife of nearly 50 years and their children. But is he truly at peace? Social media buzzes with rumors of strained relationships with his former castmates and his reluctance to revisit Richie's legacy. Why does he avoid discussing Happy Days in interviews? Was leaving the sitcom world his liberation, or does he regret it? The 2024 Emmy reunion with Winkler has only reignited speculation. Henry Winkler, the Fonz who overcame Hollywood's struggles. Henry Winkler wasn't just Fonzie. He was the leather-jacketed, cool-as-could-be icon from Happy Days, 1974 to 1984, a character so legendary he could fix a jukebox with a single smack. Fonzie was more than a role. He became a cultural phenomenon. But behind that effortless swagger, Winkler faced the hidden cost of fame. When the show wrapped up, so did the golden chapter of his career, or so it seemed. The shadow of Fonzie loomed large, and Winkler found himself typecast, struggling to find substantial roles. Hollywood wasn't ready to see him as anyone other than the cool guy from Happy Days. He later described this time as a period of debilitating psychic pain, unsure of what the future held. His career took a downturn with roles in forgettable TV shows and low-budget films, a stark reminder of how quickly fame can slip away. But Winkler wasn't ready to fade into obscurity. In 1985, he took a bold step and co-founded a production company that brought the world MacGyver. Though born out of necessity, this move kept him relevant in an industry that had all but forgotten him. It wasn't about chasing fame, it was about survival. Now Winkler has reclaimed his place in Hollywood, earning praise for his Emmy-winning portrayal of Gene Cousineau in HBO's Barry. Critics call it the role of his career, a testament that even icons can reinvent themselves. Yet the scars of his post-Happy Days struggles are still there. Did Fonzie make or break him? The answer lies in Winkler's resilience, turning what could have been a career-ending curse into a remarkable second act full of unexpected triumphs. Tom Bosley, the heartbreaking story of America's dad. Tom Bosley was Howard Cunningham, the father figure who captured the hearts of Happy Days, 1974 to 1984, fans across the nation. the kind of dad everyone dreamed of having. With his kindness, humor, and steady guidance, Bosley became the embodiment of the ideal father, helping Richie, Joni, and even Fonzie stay on the right path. But behind the laughter of the sitcom, Bosley's life was far more complex and filled with darker moments, so different from the wholesome character he portrayed. After Happy Days wrapped up, Bosley kept busy with notable roles in shows like Murder, She Wrote, and Father Dowling Mysteries, and even captivated audiences on Broadway in Beauty and the Beast. But as the years passed, trouble followed him. By the 1990s, Bosley was unknowingly involved with Yes Entertainment, a fraudulent venture that defrauded investors of $13 million. Though he wasn't criminally charged, the scandal still tainted his good name. Was America's beloved dad a victim, or did he unknowingly play a role in the fraud? Bosley's personal life also carried its share of sorrow. In 1978, he lost his first wife, Jean, leaving him a widower with a young daughter to raise. While he remarried and seemed to find peace, tragedy struck again in his later years. Lung cancer weakened his body, and in 2010, Bosley passed away due to complications from a staph infection. The man who brought so much joy to millions spent his final years battling illness, far from the public spotlight. Even in death, Bosley's legacy was marred by controversy. His estate pursued a lawsuit against CBS for unpaid Happy Days royalties, but the settlement was a meager $65,000. Fans were outraged. Did this small amount reflect the lasting impact Bosley made in television history? Tom Bosley's life serves as a poignant reminder. Behind the smiles and sitcom magic, even America's dad faced heartache, struggles, and the price of fame. Scott Baio. From teen idol to controversy, a shocking transformation. Scott Baio, once the heartthrob who won hearts as Chachi on Happy Days, saw his life and career take a dramatic turn after the show ended. The young star, adored by fans, shifted from the spotlight of acting to the raw exposure of reality TV, where he opened up about his personal struggles on shows like Scott Baio is 45, and Single and Scott Baio is 46, and Pregnant. These shows didn't just focus on his romantic misadventures, they also highlighted the challenges he faced in his family life, including his wife Renee's battle with a meningioma brain tumor. In recent years, however, Baio has found himself at the center of controversy, especially with his outspoken political views. A staunch supporter of Republican ideals, he has publicly endorsed Donald Trump, sparking heated debates and criticism. His controversial statements, including provocative tweets, have led to accusations of racism and sparked fierce online arguments, even resulting in death threats that forced him to seek protection from the FBI. While his acting career has slowed, with fewer roles, Baio's public image is now shaped more by his political stances than by his Hollywood legacy. The beloved teen idol has transformed into a polarizing figure, with some fans still rallying behind him, while others have distanced themselves due to his controversial views. Today, Baio's focus is on his family, finding fulfillment in raising his daughter and supporting his wife as she continues her health battle. Scott Baio. From teen idol to controversy, a shocking transformation. Scott Baio, once the heartthrob who won hearts as Chachi on Happy Days, saw his life and career take a dramatic turn after the show ended. The young star, adored by fans, shifted from the spotlight of acting to the raw exposure of reality TV, where he opened up about his personal struggles on shows like Scott Baio is 45, and Single and Scott Baio is 46, and Pregnant. These shows didn't just focus on his romantic misadventures, they also highlighted the challenges he faced in his family life, including his wife Renee's battle with a meningioma brain tumor. In recent years, however, Baio has found himself at the center of controversy, especially with his outspoken political views. A staunch supporter of Republican ideals, he has publicly endorsed Donald Trump, sparking heated debates and criticism. His controversial statements, including provocative tweets, have led to accusations of racism and sparked fierce online arguments, even resulting in death threats that forced him to seek protection from the FBI. While his acting career has slowed, with fewer roles, Baio's public image is now shaped more by his political stances than by his Hollywood legacy. The beloved teen idol has transformed into a polarizing figure, with some fans still rallying behind him, while others have distanced themselves due to his controversial views. Today, Baio's focus is on his family, finding fulfillment in raising his daughter and supporting his wife as she continues her health battle. Al Molinaro, from diner owner to forgotten star, the fall of TV's beloved Al Del Vecchio. Al Molinaro, forever remembered as the warm, quirky diner owner Al Del Vecchio on Happy Days, led a life that was both rewarding and difficult after the show's end. His career struggled after the sitcom, with a brief appearance in the spin-off Joni Loves Chachi, but soon faded into obscurity. He ventured into the restaurant business with Big Al's, but the venture collapsed, leaving Molinaro to spend his later years mainly in TV commercials. Yet, his role in Weezer's 1994 music video for Buddy Holly reminded the world of his iconic Happy Days character. Molinaro's personal life was marked by financial hardship, and he never achieved the lasting fame of his co-stars. His attempts to stay relevant never fully succeeded, but the lovable Al Del Vecchio remained in the hearts of fans. Molinaro passed away in 2015 at the age of 96, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable moments on television, even though his final years were far from the glory of his past. Before becoming an actor, Molinaro worked in collections and real estate, far from the bright lights of Hollywood. He didn't start his acting career until his late 30s, with roles in The Odd Couple, eventually leading to his defining part in Happy Days. Though his later years were quieter, his portrayal of Al Del Vecchio remains an enduring, bittersweet reminder of a beloved character lost in the passage of time. Al Molinaro, from diner owner to forgotten star, the fall of TV's beloved Al Del Vecchio. Al Molinaro, forever remembered as the warm, quirky diner owner Al Del Vecchio on Happy Days, led a life that was both rewarding and difficult after the show's end. His career struggled after the sitcom, with a brief appearance in the spin-off Joni Loves Chachi, but soon faded into obscurity. He ventured into the restaurant business with Big Al's, but the venture collapsed, leaving Molinaro to spend his later years mainly in TV commercials. Yet, his role in Weezer's 1994 music video for Buddy Holly reminded the world of his iconic Happy Days character. Molinaro's personal life was marked by financial hardship, and he never achieved the lasting fame of his co-stars. His attempts to stay relevant never fully succeeded, but the lovable Al Del Vecchio remained in the hearts of fans. Molinaro passed away in 2015 at the age of 96, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable moments on television, even though his final years were far from the glory of his past. Before becoming an actor, Molinaro worked in collections and real estate, far from the bright lights of Hollywood. He didn't start his acting career until his late 30s. Kathy Silvers, from Jenny Piccolo to advocate for health and wellness, a life beyond Happy Days. After her time on Happy Days, Kathy Silvers, best known for playing the lively and charming Jenny Piccolo, took a path far from the television spotlight. While her role on the show was filled with youthful energy, Kathy's real-life journey unfolded in ways few could have expected. She shifted her focus to promoting health and wellness, especially through 12-step programs, which became a cornerstone of her personal life. Embracing a lifestyle of organic foods, physical activity, and mental well-being, Kathy used these practices to navigate through her own personal struggles. Kathy faced numerous health challenges, including Lyme disease and trigeminal neuralgia, a painful condition causing facial spasms and stuttering. But rather than letting these issues define her, Kathy became a passionate advocate for alternative health. She even opened a health-centered bar in Virginia, a testament to her commitment to wellness. Kathy also worked as a press secretary for a congressional candidate, using her platform to continue championing mental health and wellness initiatives. Her journey has not been without its struggles, divorce, health battles, and the ever-changing landscape of wellness. However, Kathy's ability to overcome these obstacles and focus on helping others has earned her admiration, particularly for her work with children and emotional health. Ted McGinley, the actor who defied the jump the shark label, a life beyond happy days. Ted McGinley, best remembered for his role as Roger Phillips on Happy Days, has experienced a career filled with unexpected turns. When McGinley's character Roger was introduced in 1980 as the charming nephew of Marion Cunningham, few could have predicted how his role would evolve. Over time, Roger became a significant part of the show, even rising to the position of principal at Patton High. However, after Happy Days, McGinley's career became linked with the infamous "jump the shark" label, a term that associates him with shows that some believed lost their magic after his arrival. This tag was applied after his appearances on Happy Days, The Love Boat, and Married with Children, shows that many felt had passed their prime. Despite the stigma, McGinley turned the "jump the shark" label into a source of humor, even embracing it with a playful 2011 cameo in Batman, The Brave and the Bold, where he parodied his own career. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, McGinley continued to diversify his roles, appearing in everything from family-friendly shows like The Baxters to darker parts, such as his portrayal of a predator in Every Mother's Worst Fear, 1998, proving his range as an actor. Today, McGinley is content with his career, balancing acting and family life. He's embraced roles in faith-based projects, particularly with Pure Flix, and remains a respected figure in the industry. While the "jump the shark" label initially cast a shadow over his career, McGinley's resilience has allowed him to thrive, continuing to adapt to the evolving entertainment world with a positive and enduring spirit. Pat Morita, The Unforgettable Life After Happy Days, A Journey Beyond Arnold. Pat Morita, forever cherished for his role as Arnold in Happy Days, carved a remarkable path after leaving the beloved sitcom. His portrayal of Arnold, the warm-hearted diner owner, captured the hearts of audiences. But Morita's journey post-Happy Days unveiled even more layers of his incredible talent. Following the show, he expanded his career into television and film, demonstrating the true range of his abilities as an actor. In the years that followed, Morita earned critical acclaim for his role as Tommy Tanaka in the TV movie Amos, where he starred alongside Kirk Douglas. This performance earned him his first Primetime Emmy nomination and a second Golden Globe nomination, marking his emergence as a serious actor. Morita's career continued to soar as he took on diverse roles, including the 1987 film Captive Hearts, where he both starred and co-wrote, as well as narrating the educational series Britannica's Tales Around the World, 1990 to 1991, and making a memorable appearance on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1994. As his career progressed, Morita continued to shine in various projects, including starring in The Mystery Files of Shelby Woo, 1996 to 1998, on Nickelodeon, with recurring roles in The Hughes, 2000, and Married with Children. Perhaps one of his most beloved roles came when he voiced the Emperor of China in Disney's Mulan, 1998, a part he reprised in the sequel Mulan 2, 2004, and the Kingdom Hearts 2 video game. Yet, despite his professional triumphs, Morita's life was marked by personal struggles. Battling alcoholism for many years, these demons followed him even in his later years. His tragic passing on November 24, 2005, from kidney failure, compounded by a severe urinary tract infection, ended a brilliant career far too soon. At 73, Morita died alone in his Las Vegas home, a stark contrast to the laughter and joy he had so often brought to the world. His final years were overshadowed by pain, leaving fans to mourn the loss of not just a beloved actor, but a man who faced life's hardships in silence. Marion Ross, A Life of Quiet Triumph. Marion Ross, best known for her portrayal of Marion Cunningham on Happy Days, became the embodiment of the ideal mother, a figure who balanced kindness with a dash of adventurous spirit. As the prim and proper housewife, Marion captured hearts with her genuine warmth and relatable longing for excitement beyond the confines of suburbia. She wasn't just the cornerstone of the Cunningham family, She represented the wholesome, loving suburban mom that many viewers looked up to. Behind the scenes, however, Ross's journey through Hollywood was anything but predictable. Before Happy Days, Ross had already begun building a career that would span decades. She made her film debut in Forever Female, 1953, and appeared in numerous television roles over the years. But it was the role of Marion Cunningham that solidified her place in television history. After Happy Days, Ross continued to shine with roles in Brooklyn Bridge, 1991 to 1993, portraying Sophie Berger, and guest spots on shows like The Drew Carey Show and Gilmore Girls. She even ventured into the world of animated shows, lending her voice to SpongeBob SquarePants and Handy Manny. Ross's career demonstrated her remarkable versatility, evolving from the quintessential TV mom to an actress whose talent spanned both live action and animation. Even as she entered her later years, her charm never faded, and she continued to light up the screen. Now 95 years old, Ross enjoys the fruits of a fulfilling life. Watching her children carve out their own paths in the entertainment world, she resides in California, savoring the quiet joy of a life rich in love, work, and the occasional spark of adventure. Linda Pearl, the many faces behind Ashley Pfister, a journey of love, loss, and reinvention. Linda Pearl's portrayal of Ashley Pfister, Richie's on-again, off-again girlfriend in the second season of Happy Days, was just one memorable chapter in her extensive acting career. A woman of incredible versatility, Pearl's journey in the entertainment world began long before Happy Days, with her debut in the soap opera The Secret Storm in 1973. That was just the start of a remarkable career that would span decades, lighting up both television and film. In 1978, Pearl captivated audiences in The Young Pioneers, a Western drama set in the 1870s. As Molly Beaton, a newlywed adjusting to life in the rough Dakota Territory, Pearl's performance was a standout, showcasing her depth as an actress. In 1979, she co-starred with Sean Cassidy in the TV movie Like Normal People, and later took the lead in Women at West Point, a series that solidified her reputation as a strong, adaptable performer. While her professional life flourished, her personal journey was marked by a series of marriages and divorces. Her first marriage to Desi Arnaz Jr., son of the legendary Lucille Ball, ended in 1980. She went on to marry and divorce 3 more times, each relationship shaping her evolving narrative. After many years of singlehood, she found new love with actor Patrick Duffy in 2020. Through all the highs and lows, Linda Pearl's ability to reinvent herself, both on-screen and in her personal life, stands as a testament to her strength, resilience, and unyielding spirit. Erin Moran, Joni Cunningham's struggle behind the glittering fame. Erin Moran's portrayal of Joni Cunningham in Happy Days won the hearts of millions. Yet behind her bubbly, sweet character lay a young woman burdened by the weight of fame. Thrust into the spotlight at an early age, Moran became a household name by just 14. However, the fame that made her a beloved icon also took a toll on her mental health and personal life, as she struggled to cope with the pressures of growing up in the public eye. Her early career was a whirlwind of success, but the transition from child star to adult actress proved difficult. As Happy Days ended, Moran's career faltered, and the weight of expectations from her past work became overwhelming. While her on-screen persona exuded confidence, Moran faced deep insecurities and emotional challenges off-screen. Her parents, whom she later described as unstable and unsupportive, offered little guidance during her turbulent years in Hollywood. Instead of finding stability, she was swept into the chaos of fame, searching for normalcy in her personal life. The demands of celebrity life eventually led Moran to withdraw from the spotlight, battling emotional struggles and self-destructive tendencies. Her first marriage ended in divorce shortly after the birth of their child, and her second marriage wasn't any easier. As her acting career dwindled, she retreated from the limelight, spending her final years in a mobile home park in Indiana, far removed from Hollywood's glitz and glamour. In her later years, Moran cared for her mother-in-law, but the scars of her past remained. Tragically, she passed away in 2017 at the age of 56 from complications of stage 4 cancer. Her death is a sobering reminder of the emotional toll fame can take, a cautionary tale of how even the brightest stars can silently suffer in the shadows. Heather O'Rourke, the tragic end to a promising career. Heather O'Rourke, beloved for her role as Carol Ann Freeling in Poltergeist and her recurring appearances on Happy Days, was on the verge of a remarkable career when tragedy struck. At just 12 years old, her life was suddenly cut short due to undiagnosed health issues, leaving the entertainment world and her fans in shock and sorrow. Her symptoms were initially misdiagnosed, and she faced a series of medical battles while filming Poltergeist 3. Despite receiving treatment, her health continued to decline, ultimately leading to her untimely death. In 1987, Heather's health began to deteriorate, with early signs misdiagnosed as giardiasis and later Crohn's disease. While filming Poltergeist 3, she experienced facial swelling as a result of steroid treatments. By early 1988, her condition had worsened, and she collapsed after flu-like symptoms. Tragically, the true cause, congenital bowel obstruction, was not identified by her doctors, and she passed away during surgery. Her family pursued a wrongful death lawsuit, but the loss of the young actress was a heart-wrenching blow to all who knew her. Heather's legacy lives on through her unforgettable role in Poltergeist, but her sudden death remains one of Hollywood's most tragic tales. The loss of a bright young star whose future seemed so full of promise continues to remind us of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. As we've explored, the lives of the Happy Days cast were far from the perfect ones we saw on screen. Behind the smiles and wholesome moments, fame, fortune, heartbreak, and controversy shaped their paths in ways many fans would never have guessed. From untimely passings to careers that took unexpected turns, their stories remind us that even the brightest stars face some of their darkest days. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. In our next video, we'll take you even deeper into Hollywood's secretive world, revealing scandals, betrayals, and hidden truths the industry hoped you'd never discover. Which beloved star carried shocking secrets with them to the grave? Whose career was crushed by jealousy and deceit? Stay tuned as we pull back the curtain on more stars whose real lives were anything but the fairy tale endings they portrayed. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next.